Welcome back, students. Now let's go to 1B. Problem 1B is talking about the 5-number summary and the box whiskers chart, which is based upon the 5-number summary. Now, what exactly is a 5-number summary? Here we go. Whenever you have the data set, we can find out these 5 numbers: the lowest, the first quartile, the median, the third quartile, and the highest. L, Q1, M, Q3, and H respectively, according to our textbook authors. The lowest and the highest are easiest to find out. Obviously, this is the lowest temperature, and this is the highest temperature. So those are L and H respectively. If you sort out your data, that's going to be even more straightforward. The lowest is 41.4 and the highest is 123.6. Easy. Next, let's look for the median. It's far more convenient if you have all the data sorted out. The median is the middle number. So what do? Just keep crossing out highest and the lowest. 41.4 is out, 123.6 is out, next lowest is out, the next high is out, and if you're a little bit tired of it, remove 3 at a time, and so on and so forth. Eventually you're going to come up with the middle number. Whenever you have odd number of data like this, 19, we have 9 numbers lower than median and 9 numbers above the median. The middle number is the median, 71.9. Now what if you have even number of data? If you keep knocking off smallest and largest, you're going to get 2 numbers left. The average of the two, middle of those two will be the median if you have even number of data. In this case, we have 19 numbers, so 71.9 is the median. What if you have, for example, 135.7 or something like that? In that case, knock off everything, you're going to get these 2 numbers left. So the middle of these 2 will be the median. Of course, that wasn't a problem that is being discussed here. Let's go back to the original problem. So that's the median. You can do this with unsorted data too. It's a little bit harder. Just in this data set, just get a paper and pencil and then keep crossing out highest, lowest, next highest, lowest, next highest, lowest. And then you can get to the middle number. But it's going to be more convenient if you sort the data first. Okay, so much for the median. And next, let's go over to quartiles. How do you find out the quartiles? I want that median data set here, excuse me. Okay, all right. This is sorted data, and this is a median. Now, excluding the median, consider 9 numbers below median and find out the middle number of the lower half. Turns out it is 45.5. There are 4 numbers below that and 4 numbers above that. That is the first quartile excluding the median. You can do the same thing to the upper half of the data set excluding the median. Here we go. We have 4 numbers above the median, 4 numbers below the median, and this one, the median of upper half, we have the third quartile, excluding the median. I used the term median too many times, excuse me, it may be confusing. Basically, first quartile is the median of upper half, and the third quartile is a median of oh, wait a minute, what did I say? First quartile is the median of lower half. Third quartile is the median of upper half, basically. And this is the most preferred answer according to our textbook. Also the simplest too. And here is the 5-number summary based upon that. The lowest, the highest, and sort them out, take the middle number. That's the median. Now, excluding that median, 71.9, take the lower half and then repeat the median computation again. That's how you get first quartile excluding the median. Do the same thing to the upper half. you get the third quartile excluding the median. And based upon these, we can create a box whiskers chart like this. The lowest and the highest, and then the median is the line in the middle of the box, and then first quartile, and then third quartile. You can tilt this picture and then you can get this box whisker chart presented in horizontal way as well. Personally, I prefer vertical, but a lot of people prefer horizontal. Okay, that's how you get the 5-number summary and box whiskers chart according to our textbook. Now, let us talk about how to do this using MS Excel. Let's go to the same data set here, the temperature and volume. We're doing the temperature, so let's focus upon the temperature. And let's find out the minimum, maximum, which are lowest and highest, and a median, and then first quartile and the third quartile. Here we go. How do you find out the minimum? Well, everything is here, the sigma and upside down triangle, and the lowest is the minimum. And the default data set is wrong, so using your mouse, select the correct data set and click enter, and that is your lowest, minimum. Easy. Let's practice the same procedure using the maximum, okay? The highest. Sigma, upside down arrow, you're looking for the highest, maximum. You have to select your data set. Use your mouse. Okay, click enter, and that is the highest. Next, let's go to the median. Go to upside down triangle here. No median here, so you have to click more functions. Now, this is already set in statistical, but let's suppose you're using some other computer, or maybe you're doing this for the first time. In that case, you'll have to find statistical package. Go to this, select category and statistical, and go to median. So far, exactly like standard deviation process. Median, select. Now you have to select your data set, pretty much like standard deviation. Here we go. Selected your data set, click OK or enter, and that is your median. Do they fit your answer? 41.4, 71.9, 123.6. So far so good. Now let's find out the quartile excluding the median. The same thing, sigma, upside down triangle, more functions, and it is already in statistical. If it is not, then go statistical package, and let's find quartiles at Q. Now we have two quartiles. Quartile.exe is the one our textbook uses. So let's stick to quartile.exe. Let me explain quartile.inc a bit later, maybe in separate video. Quartile.exe is the one we want. Click OK. And let's select the array. So this is a data set. Now if I click OK or enter now, you're going to get an error message. Why? Because you selected a data set. You did not select which quartile you want. You want the first quartile, right? So you have to specify the first quartile. Now you can click OK. And 45.5, does it fit? You found that manually it fits. Let's repeat this exercise. Now let's find out quartile.exe, quartile excluding the median. Let's do the same thing. More functions and statistical already there. Go to quartile.exe, and then you have to select dataset and quartile. If you go to dataset first, sometimes you just forget and click enter and get an error message first. So I usually advise students to select the quartile number first, third quartile, and then go to array. Just click your mouse over here, and then the cursor is now blinking at array. And then select. In 96.6, that's quartile excluding the median here. And you have the 5-number summary. Okay, and getting the box whiskers chart with Excel, it is possible, but I'm going to skip that. And you can always use your favorite paper and ruler and pencil. Now, let me talk about quartile.inc here. Now, if you fear some confusion, just stop this video. Don't go any further than this. But if you feel okay, if you're confident that you're not going to get confused, and you would like to risk some confusion for more knowledge, please stay here. Let me explain what this quartile.inc means. Quartile.inc, let's just go to computation first. Go to more function, statistical, quartile.inc, and let's do the same thing. You want first quartile, so select first quartile, and then select the array. Okay, this is the array of my data, and click. I get a little bit different number, 47. What is this 47? Let's go back to our Mathematica notebook here, and that is explained here in some optional topics on quartiles. This quartile computation here is based upon upper half of the data excluding the median. But what if we include a median as well? So what is the difference between this upper half and that upper half? The difference is the median. Including the median, I have now 10 numbers. So knock off the smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest, and these 4 numbers are out. Those 4 numbers are out, and I have these 2 numbers left. Taking the middle of these 2, that is the median of this upper half, including this 71.9, we get this first quartile, 47.0. The first quartile including the median, Q1.inc. What about the quartile third quartile including the median? Excuse me, here is a typo. It should be INC, excuse me. Out of these 10 numbers, do the median computation, knock off the largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, and you have these 2 blue numbers left. Take the average of the 2, and here we go. This is the quartile including the median, quartile.inc. That is 95.5. Let's go back to this MS Excel. 47 we checked. Quartile including the median. Let's try this. Statistical, and will it come out right? It should. Quartile.inc, and then you want third quartile, and the array. Let's select the data set. Here is the array of data. Click OK, and that's 95.5. Is that what we got before? Yes, it is. So we have 2 types of quartiles, quartile.exe or quartile.inc for both of these 2. Now the most perfect quartiles will be the average of quartile.inc and quartile.exe. And that's the way Mathematica calculates. Average of Q3inc and Q3exe put together. So if you calculate quartiles using Mathematica command and produce box whiskers chart with Mathematica, you get the most perfect quartiles. You see, maximum, minimum, 123.6, 41.4, those are right. median 71.9, and quartiles 46.25, 96.05. Where do those numbers coming from? Where are they coming from? They're coming from the average of first quartile including the median and the first quartile excluding the median, and Q3 INC and Q3 EXC put together. This may be the most perfect way to get quartiles, but as you have seen, too complicated. Not surprisingly, a lot of statisticians just try to avoid these, including our textbook authors. Our textbook author is not really imposing this to you, then why should you bother? For that reason, I'm going to go to quartiles EXC almost exclusively in this entire course. But depending upon the orientation of the class, you may have to use quartiles INC. And I have had some discussion with statistical methods teachers of other disciplines from business, criminal justice, and education. And I am aware of some situation that people tend to use quartiles INC more than EXC. And some instructors have been teaching quartiles INC exclusively in their courses. So I'm not gonna just throw away completely. In my class, whatever quartiles you use, quartiles INC or EXC or the perfect quartile, you're gonna get full credit. So don't worry too much about that. But if your quartile computation is neither of those three, none of those three, still different from those three, then you're gonna lose some credit. But still remember, the most preferred computation of quartiles is the simplest according to our textbook. Quartiles EXC. Looks like the next problem, frequency table and histogram, will have to go to the next segment of the video.